Here's what's happening in the city of Rockville. We'll show you how Rockville pets took one last dip of the summer, recap the latest Rockville's Pike Plan meeting, and let you know how you can help Maryland Public Television share Rockville's story. This is all the latest news in the city. This is Rock 11 Now. Hello and welcome to the October edition of Rock 11 Now. I'm your host, Morgan Lash. The Mayor and Council recently held an open house and briefing on the development of Rockville's Pike Plan. Residents were able to learn more about the plan, give their input, and ask some questions. We have a recap of the meeting and dates for future Pike Plan public hearings. The Mayor and Council held an open house for Rockville's Pike Plan at City Hall on September 16th. Those who attended the meeting had the opportunity to learn more about Rockville's Pike Plan and ask some questions.
We're here to talk about the draft Rockville Pike Plan and to have an informal conversation with our citizens and get their feelings up to this point. This isn't a public hearing, so it's an opportunity for everybody to talk about things and share ideas. And of course, I have some of my own, and I know the council members have some of theirs, but we're here to hear your ideas, the citizens, and figure out where we're going. We have 5 public hearings scheduled, and that will be the opportunity to really put things on the record. But this is a give and take, back and forth, and see if there are things that we haven't considered up until now that we want to put into the process.
Involvement with the Pike Plan stretches far beyond city government and officials. Business owners, commission members, and Rockville neighbors all came out to voice their opinions and learn more about how the Pike Plan is progressing.
I've been following the Rockville Pike Plan since probably about 2009. Went to some of the original focus groups. It looks like it's been a bit rejiggered, and want to come back and see its progress. I want to see how it's all going to come out and see what kind of entitlements might be available up the pike.
Rockville is big on public input, as we should be, and I think it's important that we get the stakeholders, the citizens of Rockville, to be a part of the plan that's going to lead Rockville into the future. This plan will be in place. Whatever we do on the pike will be here for the next 30 or 40 years, maybe longer. It's important that we get it right.
The community input is important to the future development of the plan, as it gives the Mayor and Council an idea of the concerns of Rockville residents. For more information on Rockville's Pike Plan or to get involved, attend a public hearing this fall. Public hearings will be held on October 27th, November 17th, and December 8th in the Mayor and Council chambers. To stay informed on Pike Plan updates, join the Rockville's Pike Plan email list at rockvillemd.gov/rockville'spike/interest group. For Rockville 11, I'm Morgan Lash. Last month, the City of Rockville paid tribute to its many volunteers. The Rockville 11 team stopped by the Volunteer Appreciation Party, an annual event where the Mayor and Council have the opportunity to thank Rockville residents for their service to the city.
And we're all here tonight to tell you how much we appreciate everything you do for the city. It is our volunteers that make us the city that we are. Your countless hours that you give to the senior center, to all our boards and commissions, to shoveling snow, whatever you do for the city, you make us look good and you make our jobs easier, and for that we are very, very appreciative. So let's give everybody a big round of applause.
The Mayor and Council were on hand at the Glenview Mansion to say thank you to Rockville's many volunteers.
We are here at the Glenview Mansion to show our appreciation to our volunteers who serve in numerous capacities, from boards and commissions to supporting events at the senior center, helping deliver food to people. And it's our way of saying we can't do it without you. You are our vital link and our partner in making this city what it is.
We wouldn't be who we are as a city without our volunteers. And so tonight's our Volunteer Appreciation Party, and we are taking the opportunity on such a gorgeous evening to say thank you very much to everyone who gives their time and service to the city of Rockville.
Rockville is a volunteer-based city, and our citizens donate a lot of their time for different aspects of running the city, and it's really important to just take a day, set it aside, and thank them for all that they've given to us. It's a lot of man hours that go into all of our boards and commissions and task force, and without the citizens volunteering, we wouldn't be successful in some of our missions.
According to Rockville's annual report, the city has close to 1,000 volunteers, all dedicated to improving the city through their work.
Volunteer is you devote what you have and you give to other people. The more you give, the happier you are.
I like to entertain, I like to smile, I like to help people to smile, even better if I can help them to laugh. Then, hey, I get something out of that. I'm giving something, and what's not to like?
City Manager Barb Matthews was also at the event, thanking volunteers for their service to the city.
They're so important to us for so many reasons. First of all, I think they're an important link between the city government and the community. They're a way for us to get the input of our residents into all of our decision making. And many of them are just really, working at the ground level. They're an important way to supplement staff resources, and we couldn't get a lot of the things we do done without them.
If you aren't already a Rockville volunteer, there are many ways to get involved.
We have lots of volunteer opportunities and lots of different ways to get involved. They can range from just a few hours a week to something that takes a lot more time. We have over 20 boards and commissions, and anyone who is interested in learning more about those can go out to the city's website, which is www.rockvillemd.gov, or they can call our acting city clerk, Sarah Farrell, and she can give them a rundown on what openings are available. So I hope people will take the opportunity to do that.
For Rockville 11, I'm Morgan Lash. Rockville Seniors Inc. is one group that depends on the help of city volunteers. Jim Goheen is president of Seniors Inc. and has been volunteering with the group for close to a decade. We spoke to him about his involvement and about the latest developments with the Rockville Senior Center. Jim Goheen began volunteering with the Rockville Senior Center many years ago.
I started off in the gift shop as a cashier, and then she had me cooking hot dogs for the bingo night, and then we sell these Nevada tickets for the bingo players where it's a scratch-off kind of game, so we started doing that, and then I think I did that for about 3 years.
More recently, he has taken on a bigger responsibility with the group Rockville Seniors Inc.
And then she got me to go to run for the board. So I've actually been on the board now for about 5 years, and this is my second year as a president, and it's a lot of responsibility and work.
But for him, the work is worth it. RSI is a group that provides recreational, social service, and educational opportunities for seniors in Rockville through its support of the Rockville Senior Center.
We have English as a second language program. We operate that here, and we do recreational. We have a new fitness center, and RSI. All the funds that we bring in are returned to the senior center to support a lot of other programs.
RSI contributes $20,000 every year to help Rockville keep its senior center membership fees low and to support individual projects at the center. One of RSI's biggest goals this year is to increase awareness about the senior center and bring in more volunteers.
It's amazing that the center's been here since 1982, but people don't know where it is. They're really not aware of it, and that's one of the things we want to get. We want to get the word out that we're here and that we're looking for volunteers, and we want to broaden our outreach to all seniors in the city.
RSI has recently began some new partnerships to try and better promote the senior center and extend its outreach across the city.
What we wanted to do is we want to expand our reach to the business community, and I think we mentioned before about what we're doing with Walgreens drugstores and with Dawson's Market, where they're actually becoming partners with us. And what we're going to do is we have tables and displays that we put at their locations, and then we can hand out information about what the opportunities are and membership information about the center and that type of thing.
To get involved or learn more about Rockville Senior Center, RSI, and senior services offered in the city, go online to www.rockvillemd.gov/senior center. For Rockville 11, I'm Morgan Lash. Another way to volunteer in Rockville is through one of the city's many nonprofits. Last month, the city saluted these nonprofits at the Rockville Farmers Market. Here's the story. The Rockville Farmers Market was the setting for this year's Salute to Rockville Nonprofits.
The Salute to Nonprofit is an event that takes place every year in conjunction with the Rockville Farmers Market. It is Rockville's opportunity to showcase some of the nonprofits that do good work in the community, working with families, working with environmental issues, and really just kind of teaching the public about a variety of subjects.
Rockville residents were able to learn about community resources and ways to volunteer.
I think it's great. It's a great way to really see what's out there in the community and to try to share with my family how we can help and, volunteer opportunities, resources that we can suggest to other families that we know. So it's a great thing, definitely.
And nonprofits were able to share their mission with Rockville.
What brings me here is I'm being saluted by Rockville today, and I'm part of a nonprofit. And what we're doing here today is making community partnerships with other nonprofits, getting our name out in the local community, and letting people know what we do globally. So this is just a great opportunity to meet people. It's a wonderful day, and I'm having fun.
The Mayor and Council were also there to thank Rockville's nonprofits for their service and to learn more about each group.
Well, it's important that people understand and appreciate how much our nonprofits contribute to life in Rockville, what we do for our community on all fronts.
I think this is a great opportunity to showcase the excellent work that nonprofits are doing in our community and in the county, and also to let our residents and other people who are shopping at the market be aware of what volunteer opportunities are out there and how they can help these organizations to serve our community.
We should salute them and remember that they are a vital partner and link to the city in providing services, and without them, our city wouldn't be the wonderful city that it is, and we need to honor them for the work they do. They are the untold heroes who are among us.
To learn more about what services are available in Rockville, contact the Community Services Division at rockvillemd.gov/community services. For Rockville 11, I'm Morgan Lash. If you aren't able to get involved with a nonprofit through volunteering, there's an even easier way to help. By purchasing the Rockville Rewards card, you will receive discounts at close to 100 Rockville restaurants and businesses, and 100% of the card sales go to local nonprofit organizations of your choice. Last month, the Rockville Chamber of Commerce hosted a Rockville Rewards Kickoff Day, where participating nonprofits were able to sell 355 cards, raising $5,375 in just 2 hours. Cards are valid for discounts through August 31st, 2015, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy discounts all over Rockville. To learn more about participating businesses and nonprofits, or to purchase a card for just $25, go online to rockvillerewards.com. Last month, City of Rockville had a story meeting for the upcoming Maryland Public Television documentary, Our Town Rockville. The Mayor and Council brainstormed ideas alongside Rockville residents, trying to decide the best way to tell Rockville's story. The Mayor and Council, community leaders, and residents of Rockville gathered last month to brainstorm ideas for the upcoming Maryland Public Television special, Our Town, an hour-long documentary that will tell the story of Rockville.
This is such a great opportunity for our citizens, our stakeholders, to tell the story of Rockville, and we're really looking forward to it. Today was great, and it's just going to be wonderful next 8 or 9 months up until next September when the actual film is done.
We've had a great turnout from the community, I think really diverse representation of folks from throughout Rockville representing different interests in the community. I think we've got a lot of good ideas generated this morning, and it's going to be hard to winnow down what we're actually going to include in the program.
55 residents attended the meeting. They broke into small groups and discussed possible topics for the film.
We were looking at things from history, tourism, economics, what makes us different, events, fairs, festivals. I could go on, but the events and ideas generated shows all the brain power in Rockville.
I think it's a great idea for the city to participate in this project, and I think it'll be an eye-opening experience for a lot of people and perhaps draw more tourism and people to come check out what we have to offer.
All of the ideas were taken into consideration and voted on at the end of the meeting. The final product will be a combination of these ideas that will come together to help tell Rockville's story.
It's going to show how Rockville came to be Rockville today. And it's going to show that it's the citizens who make this city the city that it is. I think it's going to show the many different cultures that make the city what it is today. And it's going to be working with our local government. It's going to really showcase Rockville and how we pull together and have become a community that progresses and embraces different cultures and different parts of the world.
Production of the film will begin in the upcoming months, and it will be released in September 2015. If you didn't attend the story meeting, you can still email ideas and story concepts for Our Town Rockville to ourtown@rockvillemd.gov. For more information on the project, visit rockvillemd.gov/ourtown. For Rockville 11, I'm Morgan Lash. Join the Our Town conversation on Twitter by using the hashtag OurTownRKV. Rockville was recently named one of America's best places to live by Money Magazine. The city ranked number 24 out of 50 listed cities, alongside two other Maryland communities, Ellicott City and Bowie. Rockville's proximity to the nation's capital, location in the heart of Montgomery County's technology corridor, and excellent education system were just a few of the reasons it received its top rank. Senator Jenny Forehand has dedicated her time to the city of Rockville and the state of Maryland for over 30 years, but she has recently decided to retire. We spoke with her about her time in office, her decision to retire, and why we haven't seen the last of her right here in Rockville.
Senator Jenny Forehand is retiring after 36 years in office, and she is leaving behind an accomplished career that began after a meeting with a friend. Forehand got her first dose of politics in the early 70s when she and her neighbor, future Montgomery Council President Bill Hanna, were having coffee with the mayor.
I made a comment to him about something that I thought could be done a little bit better. And the next week I got a letter in the mail naming me to the Rockville Civic Improvement Advisory Commission. And that was my first foot in the door to anything political or public.
The Tennessee native has been living in Woodley Gardens for a little over 5 decades, and she says that one of the achievements she is most proud of is the Rockville Seniors Center. The facility was originally the Woodley Gardens Elementary School, but after it closed in the 80s, Forehand successfully helped arrange for the Montgomery County Public Schools to turn it over to the city.
It's one of the very best in the state. So, and if people have not visited that senior center, they need to.
Since then, Forehand has secured hundreds of thousands of dollars for the center's expansion, including a new gym that was completed in 2012. Many of the senator's victories can be credited to her early days of volunteering. She says that sharing her ideas at town meetings gave her a foundation to run for office.
I think I gained a lot of confidence when I was serving on that Civic Improvement Advisory Board, because I would just throw out ideas that nobody had ever thought of or that were seemed kind of off the wall. But then somebody would speak up and say, hey, you know, that's a really decent idea.
There is no stopping Jenny Forehand. After her term ends, she will continue to be active in civil life, which is something she thinks all residents should make time for.
Still a great thing to do, and when you know the people who are running the city and get to know the people who work in City Hall, it makes you appreciate so much more of what we have here in Rockville.
For Rock 11 Now, I'm Colby Ford.
The mayor and councils of Gaithersburg, Garrett Park, and Rockville invite you to a celebration of the many contributions Senator Jenny Forehand has made as a representative of our communities. Attend this farewell reception at Rockville's Glenview Mansion on Sunday, October 19th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The Glenview Mansion is known for its art gallery that features a new exhibit every month, but they recently brought in a unique showcase unlike any other gallery they've had before. Last month, Rockville residents didn't have to travel far to experience a piece of East Asian culture.
Today we're at the Glenview Mansion. There's the art gallery that's upstairs. The conservatory is back here. We have free music today by the Guzheng Society. The Guzheng is an ancient Chinese instrument. It's a plucked string instrument, and it's been around for 3,000 years. And there is a very committed group of people who are downtown in Washington, and they are continuing the education and performance of Guzheng. So they're here entertaining us today, and upstairs we have the Sumier Society of America. They have an international show each year. This year it's on the East Coast, and we were lucky enough to get them. It's a juried show, and the judge is also here. His works are also upstairs, and it's super popular, as you can probably see behind me.
The Sumier Society specializes in East Asian brush painting and calligraphy. There are over 400 members of the society and 80 artists displayed in the exhibit.
One of the things that I tried to do here is to group paintings of similar style in each room, so that all of our landscapes, for example, are in one room. All of our all black and white paintings are in another room. And it works very well because that way we think that when a non-Asian artist or someone that's not familiar with our style looks at multiple works done a certain way, they learn something even though no one's talking to them. They learn by looking at what they're seeing.
The Glenview Mansion boasts new artwork in its gallery every month.
It's like the city's living room, really. People come and sit and chat and roam around upstairs in the gallery and stay in the conservatory for a little while and enjoy the music.
But the Sumier Society promises that their exhibit is unlike any other.
They should expect to see something different than they're used to seeing. You don't see this kind of painting typically in most art galleries or in most art shows.
The Glenview Art Gallery will host a new exhibit for the month of October and is open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. For more information, contact Julie Farrell at jfarrell@rockvillemd.gov. For Rockville 11, I'm Morgan Lash. If you're a Rockville pet owner, you won't want to miss the upcoming discussion on the city's animal control ordinance. We spoke to Councilmember Julie Polakovich-Carr about what to expect and how you can find out more on this ordinance.
So this October, the Mayor and Council will be discussing the city's animal control ordinance. Our initial discussion is coming up on October 6th. And I've been working on this legislation for a number of months because it's been about 25 years since the city has revised its animal control ordinance. A lot has changed in terms of state and county law since then, as well as I think the values in the community and what people think are acceptable pets or not acceptable pets. In addition to the Mayor and Council discussion, we'll be having a town hall on Tuesday, October 21st at 7:30 in City Hall.
Speaking of pets, the Rockville Swim and Fitness Center hosted some unlikely residents last month. I stopped by to see Rockville dogs make one last splash of the summer.
Doggie Dip Day is an event that allows owners to have their pets enjoy the pool like they've been doing all summer. It's an event that we've been doing for several years here. Most local pools do something of this nature, and it's just a great way for people to meet our animal services and connect with some local vendors as well.
Last year, the event was canceled due to the spread of dog flu in Montgomery County. So this year, the dogs were even more ready to get back in the water.
This is our dog, Jupiter. This is actually his second time swimming, and he's very active, and he loves playing with other dogs.
Jupiter was one of hundreds of dogs at the event.
I think it's kind of indicative of Rockville. Rockville is really inclusive in general. Our animal services crew is out front checking people's dogs' rabies vaccinations and registering dogs that are residents. And so they're a wonderful partner for this event as well. Just sort of people who live in Rockville who have their pets here now get to meet some people that make it a safe place for everybody.
Rockville Neighborhood Services Officer Patrick Colburn was at the pool, making sure that Doggie Dip Day could be a safe and fun event for both dogs and owners.
We participate in the Doggie Dip Day by checking in participants who want to bring their dogs into the pool by looking at their rabies certificates and advising them they do have to license the dog on the spot. If there's a dog bite, dog on dog, or even mostly important, dog on human, then if the dog is currently vaccinated for rabies, it will go ahead and ensure that the public safety for anyone who's involved that got bit.
Vendors ranging from doggy daycares to pet supply stores to the Rockville Humane Society were also on site at the event, giving dogs a chance to play while their owners could learn more about what the City of Rockville has to offer their pets.
It's a great way for dog owners to reach out to one another, for their dogs to play with one another. It's kind of a neighborly event, but it's just a good way for people to get to know one another. It's the way that the pool gives back to the dog owners. Mainly it's just for the dog owners to network with each other, the dogs to network with each other, or dog owners and dogs at the same time networking with each other.
This event is a Rockville favorite every year, as it gives some of the furrier residents one last treat for the summer. For Rockville 11, I'm Morgan Lash. That's all we have for this month's edition of Rock 11 Now. I'm your host, Morgan Lash. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter @Rockville11, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for exclusive web content. On behalf of the entire team here at Rockville 11, thanks for watching.